I have muscle pain a little.
Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, my back really hurts too. Um, why do you think
Muscle
you have muscle pain?
muscle pain or muscle ache.
hmm is it from like exercise or is it just kind of like a
Yes,
one of
yes,
those
I
things?
did exercise yesterday, but I need to continue that.
Okay. Um, nice. Well, I guess, sometimes if it's because of exercise, it's not a terrible pain. It's just kind of annoying.
hmm
Mm. And so what's on the plate for today? What are you gonna do today?
Today, I have two lessons in the morning, and after that, I'm going to the coffee shop.
Nice. Okay. Which coffee shop? In the mall?
No, different place.
All right. Sweet.
Mm.
What are you gonna order?
Usually, I drink coffee, only coffee black, and
Mm,
that the coffee shop. The
nice.
owner is proud of their coffee.
Cool. That's good. I just bought good coffee. I was drinking like not very good coffee for a while because it was what was in the house, and it was like just like coffee with sugar in it already. You know that kind? Do you have that in Japan?
Oh no, yeah. Usually people put coffee, sugar and milk, but in my case, no, no sugar, no milk.
Yeah, that's what I prefer too. Sometimes, like when you buy the coffee in a bag, it has sugar
Mm-hmm.
inside the coffee. It's like it
Yes.
cuts.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, that's not my favorite. But
Do you drink espresso or like American?
generally I drink American because I can drink more of it. Because yeah, it's like something to do,
Mm-hmm.
consistently. But I like espresso too. Espresso is really
Oh,
good.
really? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it tastes better. But
I,
yeah, like I said, I'd rather drink more. What about
I love
you?
I love Italian coffee.
hmm
Then and in Italy, coffee is very cheap.
hmm
Less than €1. Depends
For
on the
coffee?
yes,
Yeah.
about yeah, less than €1. So I always drink coffee, cappuccino.
Yeah. Yeah, here in Colombia it's really cheap too. It's about $1 for a cappuccino. Um, or maybe
Colombian in Colombia produce a lot of coffee.
yeah, for sure. There's definitely a lot of coffee here. All right. And Tades, how's it going?
Hi, I'm fine, thanks.
Nice. Good to see you again.
Yes.
How's your day going?
It's fine. I've been studying English and French all day.
Ooh, French. French is tough. How's the French coming along?
I want to go to Montreal. That's why.
Okay, nice. Uh, when do you think you're gonna go to Montreal?
I, I'm planning to go in February. February
Okay, so
next.
coming up. That's exciting. Yeah, your English will be pretty useful there too. Um,
Yes.
Montreal speaks probably, yeah, probably more French, but they do
Yeah,
speak
but
English as well.
I have to do the IELTS exam. IELTS exam.
Okay, when do you,
So that
when's that scheduled for?
it is scheduled to December.
It's scheduled for December.
For December.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Mhm.
nice. Well, so you've got some time for that too. Um, cool.
Yeah,
And
I've been studying a lot.
yeah, that's good. It's a good thing to be doing with your days is studying. Uh,
Yeah.
all right. Well, I know we have more people who reserved class, but it looks like for now it might just be the three of
Hi.
Hey, you two. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Yeah, the router became unplugged. Somebody, I think, kicked it. But yeah. So now we're back. Anyways, let's get started with today's class again. And Heidi, can you read the title and the next lines?
Business presentations. In today's lesson, we will learn new business vocabulary and business positions. Talk about giving presentations. Practice making business presentations.
Nice. And Heidi, can you ask Thaddeus the first question?
What are some ways to give a presentation?
Okay. It's I usually I use PowerPoint to make a presentation. And besides it, we we stand up. I stand up and talk with little tips from the presentation.
Okay. With little tips, with little cues, we might say,
Yes. Okay.
from the presentation. Awesome. Okay.
May I ask you what's the meaning of cue?
A cue is, well, there are a couple meanings for cue. A cue could be a line. And I think it's actually spelled with a Q. Q? I'm actually not sure how to spell it. It's a British word. Q. Yeah, sorry, I'm not sure. But a cue with a C, cue is like a hint or a little piece of paper that reminds you what to say.
Yes, that was what I was thinking about. Yeah,
Perfect. All right.
trying to say. I mean,
Yeah, and a cue. I can't believe I don't know how to spell this.
So the pronunciation is the same as a line of people, like Q with the like this Q.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Q is like that, and that's a line. People.
Okay, and the pronunciation is like pretty similar, isn't it?
Yeah, the pronunciation is the same.
The same.
The
Okay.
pronunciation is the same. All right, and Thaddeus, can you ask Heidi the next question?
Okay. Have you ever given a presentation at work? Did you enjoy it?
No, actually, I've never given a presentation, but only some report. We needed to make a report of the result.
Okay. You need to make a report of the results, maybe? Just the result.
Yeah.
I guess either could work. All right. Okay. And Heidi, can you ask Thaddeus the next question?
What is something a boss can do to motivate his workers? Can do to motivate his workers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I believe a boss can clear the view of targets his employers. I don't know how to say, his partners,
His employees.
employees. Okay. So a boss can clear the view of targets for his employees and and maybe offer prizes or rises of salary and these kind of things.
Okay, we could say raises, offer raises or salary increases.
Okay.
A boss can clear the view of targets for his employees. Okay.
Or maybe point the targets. Is it better?
Yeah. Point out the targets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that sounds better.
Mm-hmm.
Point out the targets. What else can a boss do, Heidi?
Pardon?
So what else can a boss do to motivate his workers, Heidi?
For example, sales department, sometimes they show the graph and compare to other shops or other branch of company.
Okay. Nice. What's that do?
Mm-hmm.
What would that do? What would that do?
This one?
Yeah, so if you show a graph and compare it to other shops or other branches of the company, what effect does that have?
So if this place that had a top sales, maybe both need to encourage not to surpass by other branches. If it this section sales is weak, graph is very short, they need to encourage or how to sell. Both need to express some examples of other branches, what they are doing.
Okay. They need to express some examples of other branches. Maybe another way of saying that. Can you think of another way you might say that?
Both need to show some examples.
Yeah, they need to show some examples of what other branches are doing
Yes.
Yeah, I think maybe show some examples of what other branches are doing. Yeah, I think that would work really nicely. All right. And do either of you guys have any questions here?
No.
All right. And let's try matching. Thales, can you read the title and then try to match the first word to the correct definition?
Okay. Vocabulary, match the words to the definition. Diagram. Mm, maybe aids such as charts, slides, used at a presentation.
Yeah, that could work. There's a better connection for that word. Can you think of another thing that might work for that?
Diagram. Graphic representation of a situation.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Yes, it's better. Yeah.
Yeah. Really good job, though. I mean, both of them work. Manel,
Okay.
Manel, welcome to class. How are you?
Yeah, hi, sir. Thank you. I'm doing fine. And you?
Doing really well, thank you. I haven't seen you in class before. Is this your
Yes,
first class with me?
it is. Uh-huh. My
Okay,
first class ever. Mhm.
perfect. Manel, where are you from?
I am from Algeria, North Africa.
Okay, all right,
Uh-huh.
nice. Good to meet you. And am I pronouncing your name correctly? Is it Manel, or how do you say your name?
Uh, just Manad.
Manel?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay, perfect.
Mhm.
And all right, yeah. Like I said, good to meet you. Heidi, can you match the next word?
Handout. Handout is written information given to people as not presented.
Okay. Yeah.
Muted.
Maybe Thales,
Yeah.
if you could just mute your microphone when you're not speaking.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Just
sorry.
there's some background. No worries. And yeah, Manel too. If
Okay.
it's your turn too. But if you could mute your microphone when you're not speaking, it just helps clear
Yes,
things
of
up.
course. I'm sorry. First. I
No
will
worries.
reload the page. Just a second.
Oh, I'm not. You're gonna reload the page. Okay. All right. Yeah. And so sorry, Manel. Are you there? All right. Thales, can you try the next word? Oh, and you're muted, Thales. So you have to unmute yourself.
Okay. So objective, what one wants to achieve, aim.
Yeah, perfect. And all right, let's have Heidi. What about the next one?
A key point. Essential or main point.
Nice. A key point is the essential or main point. Perfect. And Manel, welcome back. Manel, what word or what definition matches the next word? And Manel, I'm not sure which one of you is the one who's here, but one of your icons is muted. Are you muted still, Manel? All right. All right. Thales, what about the next one?
Okay, slide is a single page of a presentation in
Good.
a PowerPoint. Yeah.
Perfect. And Manel, you are muted. Manel, if you could unmute yourself. So there's a mute microphone button at the top of your screen, kind of. There's a whole bar of tools. So like hanging up, settings, your bandwidth. There's a microphone there. If you could just press that microphone and unmute yourself, that'd be great. Oh, there she is. Heidi, what about the next word?
Projector, a device that puts presentation onto the screen.
Whoops. Perfect. And Talis, next one. You're muted too, Talis.
Is a brief description or presentation?
Yeah, brief description. And Heidi, the last one.
Visual aids such as charts, slides, etc. used as a presentation.
Well done. Okay, and I think this is pretty clear. Do either of you guys have any questions here?
No.
All right, perfect. Manel, are you there, Manel?
Yes, yes, I'm sorry, I'm back.
No worries. Okay, good. And Manel, can you make a sentence using objective?
Okay, objective. Well, I could say my objectives in life are my objectives in life. Okay, my objective in life is having a good career.
A good career. Really nice.
Thank you.
Okay. Solid. And let's try this. Heidi, can you read the title and the first part of the paragraph?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for finding the time to come and join me for this presentation this afternoon. My name is Heide. I'm a retail I'm a retail consultant, and many of you will have seen me shadowing you in your jobs and looking through the account and so and so on. I'm sorry, accounts and so on in the company over the last week. I've invited you here today to have a look at my findings.
Nice. Well done. Okay, that sounded really good. Manel, can you read the next little paragraph?
Yes, sure. First, I'd like to have a look at the performance of the company, the sales of the company over the last 3 years. Then I'd like to have a look at our market share in the women's wear market and look at our competitors. And thirdly, I'd like to suggest some improvements in our range of women's wear. At the end, I'd be happy to answer any of your questions.
Really nicely done. Competitors?
Competitors.
Yeah, competitors. Maybe it's almost like D sounds with those T's. Competitors.
Competitors.
Good. Really nicely done.
Thank you.
All right. Questions. Does anybody have any questions about this introduction?
No.
Okay. Thanks, Talis. Good. Shadowing. Talis, what's shadowing mean?
Shadowing means you are. I saw this expression when a person is learning a job from another one. Then they work together, but one of the persons doesn't know the job very much, so it's a shadow.
One of the persons?
One of the persons doesn't know the job
Plural?
very well.
Person, what's the plural of person?
People. I don't know.
Yeah, one of the people.
Okay. One of the people doesn't know the job very well.
Yeah. Okay, good. That's one example of job shadowing. Another is if you're giving suggestions to the people. So if, you're checking to make sure they're doing a good job, you can shadow them. And so this is kind of what the consultant is doing. He's just following people and watching how they do their job. Yeah, kind of like hovering behind them uh, and, writing down things they do wrong or things they do well. Yeah, that's what shadowing in this case would mean. Really good job. And so let's try Thales. Can you read the title and the next lines?
Okay. Try your own. Take turns saying your own introduction for a presentation. Remember to welcome your audience, introduce your subject, outline the structure of your presentation, give instructions about questions.
Nice. And let's start with Heidi. Can you try this for us? Can you start out trying to give a presentation?
Presentation.
Yeah, the introduction though.
Mm. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome to the meeting. This meeting was this meeting is to give some to express about the new product. My name is Heide. I came from marketing department. I need to show some brochures. Please look at that picture. This is a new product. That the designing department renewed the former device. So this design is very good. And I got a very good reputation from customers.
I got good feedback.
Good feedback.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay. This meaning is to express about a new product. Can you think of a new way to say that?
To explain?
Explain. Yeah, this meaning is to explain about a new product. Explain. Yeah, generally we'd have like something. We explain something about. Yeah, you could even say something. We need an article.
Okay. About the new product.
Yeah. Name is Heidi. Present tense? So we need the present tense, not the past tense.
I come from.
I come from. Even if we use the verb to be. What about the verb to be?
I'm from.
And another article?
I'm from the marketing department.
You just show maybe a pronoun. Object. Object pronoun.
Show you? No.
I'm going to show you some brochures. Please look at that picture. Okay. Okay, good. I think that's solid. Manel, can you try as well? Presentation? Introduction?
Okay. Even though my major in university is so far away from business and marketing, but I will try.
It doesn't have to be marketing. So it could be a presentation about anything. You could give a What's your major?
I study English, language sciences, actually.
Okay. You could
Uh,
give a presentation about English or language sciences or
okay.
whatever you're studying.
All right. Okay, so I'd start with good morning class because I usually present some projects to my classmates.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning class. I'd say we are here today to present to you our small research about about, about pragmatics and its let's say pragmatics and it's yes it's important and no, and the importance of teaching pragmatics for ESL for for foreign language learners. Okay.
Mathematics,
Yeah.
foreign language learners. Okay. Anything else?
Okay. I'd say we are only going to take 20 minutes of your time, so we would appreciate all the concentration you have this morning.
Nice.
Because usually they are all bored and tired. So,
Yeah.
what else? Then I would usually turn on the projector and
Okay.
and I'd start using those hints, no, those key terms and key sentences, and later on develop them to explain better.
Okay.
And then you can leave them some time for questions.
Okay.
Is it
Good.
enough?
That's fine. Yeah. Importancy. That's
Importancy. Mhm.
not a word.
Really?
It's really close.
Okay, okay. Uh-huh. My fault.
No,
Please.
no, no. It's fine. It's just the importance. The importance of teaching pragmatics.
Okay, okay, thank you. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Well done. Darius, what about you?
Good evening, folks. Folks. So, this afternoon we are going to talk about the last results of the project management area. Uh, our presentation is divided by uh, today's results and the next 3 months. Any questions will be answered by the end of our 20-minute presentation.
Nice. The 20-minute presentation. This afternoon, we're going to talk about instead of saying the last results, there's a word that we'd use that's a little bit more professional that might work. Can you think of that word?
Year to date?
It starts with LA, so it's really close to last, but it's not quite last.
Latest.
The latest. Yeah, exactly. The latest results.
Okay. Latest
Of the project management area. Our presentation will be divided by today's results. And our presentation will be divided by today's results and the results
Of the next.
like the projected results of the next 3 months.
Yes, it's okay. Projected results.
Any questions will be answered. By the end of the 20-minute presentation, we need a different preposition.
In the end.
Close. It's an A preposition.
At.
Yeah. If you say by the end of the presentation, you're saying that the questions will be inside the presentation. So you don't need to ask questions because we'll answer them by the end of the presentation. If you have questions, we'll answer them at the end of the presentation. Is closer. Good. Really nicely done, guys.
May I ask you?
Yes.
Is it, folks, too informal to say in a presentation network?
No, I'd say folks is good.
Folks is okay.
Yeah, folks is alright. You know, if it's really, really formal, I wouldn't say folks.
Say gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Everyone is good. Everyone's nice because it's easy. There's no like sex to it. Folks is really fine. I wouldn't worry about it. If you're really very, very formal, don't use folks, but you know, if that makes sense.꯫ It's hard to give like exact, advice for it, but generally it's fine. Hopefully that's okay. Any other questions there? Okay. Let's have Heidi. Can you read the first paragraph?
If you have a look at this first graph, you can see that our sales topped 50 million the year before last. Then last year, sales dropped to 40 million with a slight recovery at the end of the financial year. However, this year, sales have continued to drop to an all-time low of 30 million. How let's look at our market share. As you can see, we have 25% of the market share, 10% down on last year.
Really nicely done. Just now was the only thing. I think you said how, just probably because it was too small. Yeah, good. Really nicely done, though. This is good reading. Does anybody have any questions in this first part? Okay. And so, okay. Manel, did you have a question or no? Was that a no?
I just said no.
Okay. It's like a really hesitant no, like maybe.
Yeah. But no, for sure.
Okay. Our sales topped 50 million. What's that mean, Manel?
That their sales surpassed 50 million.
Perfect. Yeah, really good job. And I think that's good. Just the bold phrases, those are really good ones to remember. If you have a look at this, now let's look at, as you can see. Manel, can you read the next paragraph?
Okay. A good example of how important internal communications are is shown by some findings from research that we have recently undertaken. Good communications is a very key factor in staff motivation. If you look at this slide, you will see how important it is to get the basics in place.
Solid.
Basics or basics?
Basics.
Basics, okay, thank you.
Yeah, really well done. Basics.
Thank you.
Okay. And Tades, next one.
You need to identify your communication requirement. Agree your objectives and success criteria. Identify your target audiences. Define the content of your message and determine the style of delivery. A good illustration of the communication process is when all those basics fall into place naturally.
Really nice. Good reading from all of you guys. You're all really fluid. Sounded good. A couple small things, Tades. Criteria.
Criteria?
Yeah, it's more of a long E sound, criteria.
Criteria.
Uh-huh. And then
Criteria.
determine.
Determine.
Yeah, so it's got the short I, even though it looks like it should be the long I. And then communication.
Communication?
Nice. Communication.
Communication.
Really well done.
Okay.
And also basics. Basics.
Basics. May I ask you?
Yeah.
You said the correct pronunciation is determine.
Determine.
Determine. But determine this it doesn't exist. This kind of pronunciation like determine it doesn't exist.
No, we wouldn't say determine.
Determine.
Determine. Short I.
Okay.
Yeah, and one more time with basics. Basics.
Basics.
You're saying it almost with a Z sound. You're saying basics. Can you try making that Z sound more S? So basics.
Okay, basics.
Perfect. There you go.
Okay.
Really well done.
Basics.
And does anybody have any questions here? Awesome. Okay. I think we're fine with that. Let's try to do our own. And we don't really have to use these. Heidi, can you try a body presentation?
Mm-hmm.
So we can actually, hold on, I'll go back. If you want to use this, you can, but you don't have to. So this is what you said before for your presentation in the introduction. How would you use the body?
Okay. Oh, a new product is made of plastics. So compared to a former one, it's much lighter. Then even women or children can use it. We can expand the customers. Expand.
Yeah, expand.
And as you can see, there are 5 colors compared to the former product, former device. We add red and pink and blue. We add no.
Nope, just the past tense of the verb to add.
We added red and pink, blue. So customers can choose their favorite color.
Nice. Good. Anything else?
No.
Good. That's a really good one. Okay, let's move that over here. Let's get this up. And Manel, do you want to continue with the presentation you were giving before? Do you want me to grab that?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Getting lost in my own slides. Okay.
Shall I start?
Mhm.
Okay. So if you look at this first graph, the first thing you notice it is a pyramid, and thus this pyramid will help you remember the key concepts of teaching pragmatics to FL students. So, and because this graph will have like some information on it, and if they copy it on their notes, then it will help them understand better the whole presentation. So, and then I'd say, as you can see, as you can see, pragmatics is a fairly new field of study, and there are only few researches made about it, or no, or related to it.
There are. Can you repeat that last part?
There are only a few research, I'm sorry, made about it.
Okay.
Um, huh?
This is tricky. There are only few research made about it. There has only been a small amount of research on it.
Small. Okay.
There has only been a small amount of
Okay.
research on it.
On it. Okay. On it. Mhm. And then I could say if you look at this slide, uh, you can if you could look at this slide, you would look at this slide. Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
No, it's I'm
It's
trying
really
to.
hard.
Yeah, because I'm trying to relate these sentences, and I'm trying to remember the last presentation I gave, and it was like 5 months ago or something, on my summer break. So I'm really sorry. You can pass to Thalys. It's better. I don't want to
Okay.
steal his time on mine. Okay.
Okay. I mean, it's not a problem at all. This is a really hard thing to do, especially off the cuff. You don't have anything to really go with. It's just
Yeah.
it's kind of
That's it.
practicing using complete sentences, even if it's kind of absurd, whatever you're saying, as long as the sentence is complete. It's kind of the
Yeah.
most important part.
All right.
But
Okay.
yeah, don't stress at all.
Okay.
All right, Thaddeus, what about you? Can you give it a go? Do you want to get your old introduction, or do you think you can do it on your own? And you're muted, Thaddeus. You're still muted.
Okay. So if you look at this graph, um, we are comparing our project to the benchmark company which had a similar project. As you can see, there is a gap between our development of deliveries and the best project ever done. Maybe between our development of deliveries and the deliveries of the best project ever done. Of the, yes.
Yeah.
So a key factor is the number of employees involved in each team,
In each team?
in each project management team.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you look at this slide, we are now comparing the number of employees involved in our team and the number of employees involved at the best project ever of the benchmark project. Okay?
Nice.
Involved in the benchmark project. A good illustration of our efficiency is this how can I say it, a graph that shows number of employees involved.
Population graph?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes, it's okay. Population graph. Which is a good example of how an efficient company works.
Nice. That's good. Really, really
So
nice job.
now let's look at the future.
Nice. That was really, really good. Now let's look at. Yeah. All right. Does anybody have any questions here? You guys all did a really, really nice job. Okay. Okay. No questions. Let's move on. We could go to the conclusion. Do some reading. Wonder if I have any. No comics, actually. Okay. Let's do a little bit of reading. Heidi, can you read the conclusion?
I'd like to thank you for attending today's talk, asking some great questions, but most of all, sharing with everybody the challenges you think we will face next year. We still have around 5 minutes. If you do not have any remaining questions, thank you again for attending the talk today. See you again soon. If you have any questions, please stay for another 5 minutes. I would like to answer your question for you.
Solid. All right. Really well done. Any questions here? All right. Manel, you want to give it a go? Try a conclusion?
Okay. I'd like to thank you for attending today's talk, asking some great questions, but most of all...
Try your own. Try your own.
Oh, okay. I'll try my own as a conclusion, right?
Hmm?
Okay, I thought it was reading.
I started typing it. I was like, wait a second.
Okay. Okay, so I'd say thank you for your attention and thank you for your participation if they have asked some questions. And I would also say if there are more vague points to you, this is my email and you could ask me later.
If what?
If there are some vague points, like unclear or
vague points. If there's anything that still seems vague,
okay,
might sound better.
Yes, of course.
Thanks. Anything else?
No, that's all.
Okay, really well done.
Thank you.
And Tares, what about you?
Thank you, folks, for your time. This evening we had very good participation. we had a very good participation of you all. No? Ah, okay.
You could say from you all.
From you all? Okay. I would like to ask to answer all your questions. If you have it.
If you have any.
If you have any, okay. If you have any. That's it.
Okay, good. Heidi, what about you?
Okay. Thank you very much for coming this meeting. I'm very appreciative of it.
I'm very appreciative.
Mm. I'm really appreciative.
Yeah. We prepared the new device, the same number of the participants. Later, we will distribute this new device. Please use it for 2 weeks. Then, if you find some inconvenient place, please report. Please Okay.
report.
Find any inconvenience?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Please report if you find any inconvenience. Solid. Okay. And so we are actually just about out of time, which suits our conclusions. Does anybody have any last questions or comments before we finish up here?
Yes. Is distribute spelled right over here?
Nope, it's not.
Okay.
Distribute.
And besides that, I've never seen this expression. I am really appreciative. What does it express? Like,
I'm really appreciative is like, I'm grateful.
okay.
Can't type right now. My arms are kind of tired. But yeah, I'm really appreciative. It's like I'm grateful. Any other questions?
Well,
Okay. I'll also say I appreciate. But again, thank you guys for coming in. Have a really good day or night, depending on where you are. And hopefully I'll see you again soon. Yeah.
Have a nice day.
thank you, teacher.
Thank
Bye.
you.